Okay, this is the Mini CP by Walkera. I got a 240 mAh battery in there for Hyperion. With this battery I get, well, put it this way, I set my timer on my Genius CP at 4 minutes and I never run out of power. I will fly my Genius CP with this battery for 4 minutes, and when I landed I got just about as much power as I did when I took off with it at the beginning of the cycle. Whereas with this helicopter, the motor in it is much bigger, and you know, it's supposed to be more power. You notice that there is more power, but the problem with this is you really don't have power for very long. You might get enough, you know, more power for about a minute and a half, and by then the batteries, you know, it just can't keep up with the big motor. So the result is simple. With this battery, I set the timer on 4 minutes with the Genius CP, and I got lots of power when I land. With this one, believe it or not, I will set the timer for 2 minutes, and I barely got enough power to land it after 2 minutes. So it's quite, yeah, very disappointing as far as the motor goes. They put a motor on there with more power, but they paid zero mind to, you know, flight time and power usage. So essentially you'd need a much bigger battery than what the heli comes with to run this heli with the same flight time as the Genius CP. So I'm probably going to go ahead and eventually make this do a brushless modification on this, or I might just stick a stock Genius CP motor on there and fly with that to get good flight time, because I don't do much 3D anymore. I mean, yet, I shouldn't say anymore. And I have a Genius CP which I will use as a 3D trainer. So this little guy here will be an indoor flyer and also just sports flying. As you can see by the grass moving here today, it's very windy. Like, it comes in gusts, but when it does kick in, it's very strong winds. And this is going to be a maiden flight outdoor with this heli. I have not flown it outdoor yet. I've tried it inside a little bit. So let's have a look, see how we do in this wind with the Mini CP. Now, as I said, the wind is intermittent, so it comes and goes. Okay, we're ready to go here. I forgot to start my timer, so this is going to be a short flight. Like I said, I only get about 2 minutes out of this battery anyways. I can see it's flying a little bit differently than the Genius CP. My God, I'm almost out of power already. See, that's set for flight time almost. Let's see a pitch pump here. There's nothing there. No more power. So let's land this. Yeah, barely enough power. Alright. So that was maiden flight with Mini CP, and very disappointing with the flight time and how much power the motor drains this heli like mad. So essentially it's a matter of a day or two here before I do changes to this, because I'm just not willing to put up with this kind of power hungry motor. Get 2 minute flight time instead of 4 or 5 This is twice more with the Genius CP. It's not good. And I mean, that's 2 minutes flight time, but really it's only really 1 minute, because after about a minute, you just don't have the same power as you would in the Genius CP. 3 minutes, 4 minutes into a flight. So yeah, not impressed with the motor on the Mini CP whatsoever. As far as flying is concerned, I'm noticing that it is more agile. It doesn't require as much stick input, you know, to make it go left and right with the ailerons and forward, backward with the elevator. It does seem to respond faster, be more responsive. So I would assume that it would be a better 3D flyer, because it would probably flip faster. I think it's the weight that's really closer to the mast makes it easier for the heli to flip back and forth. So yeah, that's my mini review / maiden outdoor flight with the Mini CP.